one ear to the other ear. Guinea, the section we have divided as a straight line, we call crown separation. After making this distinction, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. Here, every crown is in the separation, From the separation point we call hat separation. I make a distinction, and as you can see the back, guinea, in 2 pieces. Profile separation. I made a distinction from the point of the neck. Here we will create the foundation of the hair. Also to cut the foundation. At the bottom I left a piece straight. This will be the size. As you can see from this nape part, with a straight sharp weft technique, so using our comb like a straight ruler, I continue my cutting process. Here, I started from the nape part of the hair to make a straight cut. As you can see after cutting, I created a straight ad cut. And when it comes forward, it's a little light. Other sky, it's a little 45 degrees for it to stretch forward. I applied angle. Short neck stretching forward. Using our comb as a ruler, down at an angle of 45 degrees. I left the front parts of the hair long. The back is shorter. Here's on the back. I used it as a ruler again and created a straight line. So I applied a straight cut. This was the first stage, now I'm cutting the second stage. As you can see here, on the back, I divided 2 parts from these 2 parts. One more piece at the point I reserved. I created a horizontal distinction after creating the separation, the first hair point I cut on the back. Sure, as a guide towards myself. Horizontal at an angle of 45 degrees. As you can see here, my finger, by forming an angle of 45 degrees, horizontally towards myself. I pulled it, and then it's horizontal. I made the cut at an angle of 45 degrees.
Here then cross.
At an angle of 45 degrees. I make the hair look long forward. I'm doing it gradually as a right and a left. First I cut the right, then I cut the left. Now I cut the left side. As you can see, I cut the bottom by creating an angle of 45 degrees. I see my guide, and at an angle of 45 degrees. Scanning backwards. The reason I scan backwards, if you cut backwards at a fixed point, when you leave it forward, the front of the hair becomes long, and here I cut using an angle of 45 degrees, from short to long. Form. There will be a long haircut towards the front with folded back parts. So the back is curved and moving front longer, and we will have a nice image. I'm scanning myself right here, and the hair I cut before, after seeing your hair point, I cut it at an angle of 45 degrees. I'm scanning backwards here, as you can see. Their front is long because I'm scanning backwards. I'm moving to the third stage, to the peak. When I reach the peak, I create a vertical separation. And after creating vertical separation, I comb the hair out again and from the inside out again at an angle of 45 degrees. I'm cutting tar. Then I create a new slice separation. And from the point I cut before, I see the girl long point, and I cut it at an angle of 45 degrees to the front. Scanning backwards to guinea, and cut at 45 degrees angle. After cutting the right side guinea, I go to the left side guinea. At the peak, I see our hair point, our guide. And down at 45-degree angles, I cut it curved and folded. Here her hair is fixed backwards, so I cut by combing backwards. When you comb backwards, the hair is longer to the front and knee. It gets a nice look without being short. Here are the front parts of the hair, the long back parts, short and folded, to get the look. I apply it to a work hill. When I come to the point again at an angle of 45 degrees, I'm cutting. This hair point, we cut in the back. Point as a guide. I apply the point I cut in the middle. Then, I separate the middle guinea. I separate the separation point of the hair and the peak according to the point of fall of the hair, short part in the nape part. I'm getting a guide and forward. It will look longer at an angle of 45 degrees. Guinea to create a design that extends from the neck to the front. Comb ruler, using it as a downward angle of 45 degrees. I cut it later. B to check the point I cut. Guinea at 45-degree angles. I create diagonal divisions, and so I scan backwards by creating cross divisions. I keep making sure. Left side. After cutting, I do the right side the same way. As you can see, the neck is short and long towards the front. I cut the neck short to create a design. To be longer towards the front T. Using my comb as a ruler, let's make it long forward. As you can see here, my comb is light in color. Hair color, E light, because it is dark. Well, it's more advantageous to use a comb. We see the hair more clearly. E, here is the color of your comb. I want to emphasize that it is important. Light comb on dark hair. Use dark combs on light hair. It will be more advantageous for you. With forward diagonal separations, I keep cutting at 45-degree angles. If you want to get a haircut like this, there are social media addresses in the description section of my service video. By reaching my salon from here. You can get hairdressing service. I apply softening after cutting our hairstyle. Here, I will apply thinning to the ends of the hair with a feel scissors. And this will make the hair a better transition. Again with gradual separations. Only the hair ends of the effect scissors. I apply it to the end parts. I apply softening process without thinning too much. Here, not from the bottom of the hair, but to the ends of the hair. Your application will be more advantageous. The transitions on the ends of the hair are more beautiful. It will be healthy and will not thin the hair too much. But from the bottom, E, if you use a feel scissors, the hair will swell. Swell and E shape will help you take shape hard. So I want to tell you, so if you do it on the ends of the hair, you can get better results. Gradually E upwards. I continue here on the hill. Hey, auger technique to guinea nibs. I apply a thinning process. Here you like my video and my channel. It is very important that you subscribe to my channel. If you like my video and subscribe to my channel here, I would be very pleased. Notification bell. If you open one of my new videos, you will be informed. Make the transitions of the hair softer by thinning. We provide. This makes it a better image. Here with graduation front stretching bob haircut. So we can also say the very old Victoria Beckham model. Front long back short design. As you can see the front. Long back short and folded design. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will be with you with new videos. Hope to see you in the next video. Take good care of yourself. Today you curtain bangs layered haircut. I want to explain our service in detail. Layered haircut here. Curtain cardamom how to do this. You will see in detail. First, we create profile separation later. Say we will create a crown separation. Profile separation with crown separation. The process of dividing the hair into 4 main sections. We say friends. First distinction, profile distinction. Profile separation from the middle of 2 eyebrows to the straight line that I parted down to the neck. Profile separation. Second also. Crown separation from one ear to the other ear. The distinction we have separated, we call crown separation. Fold the front parts of the hair after the crown separation. Curtain to make cardamom process. We split the hair in half. After this separation, starting from ear levels, we create a diagonal separation from both sides. Then while cutting our customer's right side, I go to the left and starting from cheekbones, 45 degrees. We will create a distinction, haircut with a distinction of 45 degrees. So we'll start doing here profile, starting from the apple bones. We determine our sword from top to bottom at an angle of 45 degrees. And I cut and the other parts are the same, at an angle of 45 degrees after cutting. I scan them all towards myself and I make my cut by creating a single line. Then I will cut the left side. While cutting the left side, I pass to the right side of my customer. The first part of the guinea cheekbones. I cut it so I separate it diagonally. Later. Right? Scanning from left to right. I'm cutting the first part. Then the second part is the same from the right. I'm taking it all alone to the left. And cut the previous. From my hair point, I cut our banana the same size. After folding the front, back eye first, we created a profile separation on the right side. We divided the hair into 2 main sections. I will fold the back in 2 main sections. Same way again. I'm creating a diagonal separation towards the back. And on the right, piece. For cutting the right part, I go to the left side and the front one I cut first guinea from section right to the left. As you can see by creating a distinction, I was born first cut. Hair point. I cut by specifying, so I scan. This time I'm scanning them all forward. That is at an angle of 45 degrees. Scanning directly to the front. I see the hair spot I cut before. I see the guide, so I equate it with hair length. Both in the front parts here, I equate with the height. I equate with the length in the front. Both. When the blow dry you scatter is taken. When the shape is given, the front. Hair equality. And long pieces. So that it does not appear at 45-degree angles to the front section. I scan the back with diagonal angles and forward. I'm scanning in the front part again, at an angle of 90 degrees for scanning forward. I'm cutting. This side, no. What happens when I scan this cutting process forward? There is a folding process from the front to the back, because the hair in the front is a little short. There is a cut suitable for the short hair in the front. Hair falls longer towards the back. And folding process on the front and back. We are applying both. From the front. We shorten and fold. A hair we see when we throw it backwards. We made a move. And both oval. Here and an oval back. The look was also folded and ovally. We will have a look. This time to check the hair guinea after combing. I comb the hair completely and towards the peak. I lift it up. A check again. Is there an error after checking it? equalize, and from the ends, I'm cutting. I look at the 3 dots and cut by length. Then, so you know your hair. To apply a folding operation to the foundation, I divide the hair in half with the guinea star technique and listen piece by piece. As you can see, so neither too thick nor too much. I scan upwards in thin pieces, 90 degrees, and from the ends, with point cutting technique. I apply hair folding, here with the star technique, a suitable structure for the hair. I'm applying a folding process. As you can see here after seeing the longest point, hairstyle point cutting technique. With point cutting technique, I'm applying a folding process. Here I comb the hair and from above, hair 90 degrees according to the direction of hair output, and 45 degrees compared to the length of the hair. I keep cutting with angles. As you can see, 90 degrees, scanning the stone, and the 45-degree point of cut with cutting technique. I continue my process. You too, to support my channel. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks to you, our videos reach many people. And thanks to you watching our videos. Dear friends, my video, thank you so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Our folding process is over, friends. Now to the ends of the hair. With the net scissors, that is, with the scissors we call intermediate scissors, we apply thinning softening process, starting from the front part to the hair auger technique. So I'm twisting the hair and the ends. With intermediate scissors, I'm thinning here at the ends to ensure a more homogeneous fall of the hair. To get a smoother image, I apply thinning process with auger technique. You want to watch my other videos too. If you want, in the video section of my channel. Many kinds of videos. I have videos in many categories. You can watch my videos there too. If you have any questions, description part of my video. I have social media addresses there too. You can ask by contacting me, or in the comment section of my video. Leave your questions. I can read them and give you detailed information. You can ask questions. Do you also enjoy layered hair? Curtain cardamom and other EA pixie haircuts, short haircut, bob cut, and other If you want to get services about hairdressing, to my salon in Istanbul Beylikdüzü, you can come. To come too. From my social media addresses in the description section of my video, reaching me by making an appointment, you can get service. I continue thinning the ends of the hair. The reason why I do auger hair when I do thinning on the back and ends. When the hair opens, so we get a more natural look. As you can see, our process is over. Now our forming process, we will apply our process. I will apply a layered moving blow dry process. As you can see, front moving, folded backs. We are with you with a beautiful hair design, friends. If you like my video, I model. If you like the design, make sure to like my video. Commenting and social media. Don't forget to share on your address.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm with you with a new video. Curtain bangs for you today. Hair design and how to make a straight haircut design. I will explain in detail. I created these first. I created your profile separation. After creating the separation of profiles, I created the coronation. And after creating that distinction, her hair is from behind E. Straight haircut by creating horizontal separations of hair. I started the cutting process. Friends, first of all, I cut it gradually. After creating the E horizontal separation, I determined the length of your hair and haircut with the sharp horse cutting technique. I cut it with a straight scissor stroke. And as a second tier, again, in the hair point I cut before, I determined the length of the hair in the same way as the guide. I cut it straight. I divided the back part of the hair, or the hair, into 4 main sections. I cut the first part, and now I switch to the second part. The second part is the same to the hair point I cut before. In parallel, so E, same hair point. So I continue. And head to the cutting process, I continued and continue. As you can see here, I cut the hair straight, the back part backwards. I cut the back straight. Then I went to the side head of our customer. After setting the stop point, at the back, taking a piece of the hair point I cut the sides straight in the same line. Here, the foundation of the hair will be straight at the bottom, applying the folding process to the front of the hair. Curtain bangs design. E, I will apply the haircut. Here is the hair straight after cutting the length of the hair. By creating a profile distinction, I separate it from the middle part of the hair. Bangs usually your hair. We start our process by separating it from the middle and part. Later, starting from eyebrow height, your hair, I will fold the front part. I will do the construction work. I separate the sections as you can see, and your hair E. Passing to our customer's left side while cutting the right side. E by applying an angle of 45 degrees. I'm starting the cutting process, guys. As you can see, after cutting the first operation, in the second operation, down to 45-degree angles, I keep cutting. As you can see here, the curtain by folding the front part. Bangs hair design. I'm creating. I went to the other process. E here again. After cutting the left side now, I went to the right side. But by crossing the E right of our customer, I cut the left side. Here is the hair point that I cut before. E take my guide. Measure my hair from there. I start the cutting process after measuring your height. As you can see, our customer. Because I cut the right side of our customer, I went to our customer's right because I cut the left side, and the cutting process continues, folding the front parts with 45 degrees of pane. And fold the front parts. VE, I help her get a moving look. And E, as well as other process. Now the back parts and the front parts E. I also started folding the back parts and our customer E while folding. My folding process by separating slice by slice. I continue. Here I always check my guide E. First by taking my guide from the hair point I cut. Hair according to the output of the hair, creating an angle of 90 degrees. I'm folding. Here according to the structure of the hair, separating slices. I continue the cutting process. from the top of the hair, lifting upwards. Your hair is up guinea by forming a 90-degree angle. As well. Point cutting technique. I continue my process by applying point cutting technique. Yes, friends, as you can see, it was a beautiful haircut design. You also have this kind of floor. If you want to do it, come to my salon. You can get haircut service. Your social media address. It will be in the description part of my video. Reaching from there and coming to my left side, you can get a haircut service. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will be with you guys with new videos. I wish you a good day.
Hello friends, today, lightweight curtain, bangs, hair design. I will explain in detail how to do this. First, your hair is basic. I applied your distinctions. Then I cut the length of the hair. Here is your hair, by combing from behind while cutting the basic neck, with sharp line cutting technique by forming a straight line. A straight one cut, I cut the back part. Then cutting the sides in the same way as cutting the back section. The same technique I used. I also apply it to the section on the left, from the hair point we cut before on the back. The guide we received. Following on the sides. I cut them all the same size. After cutting the left side, I go to the right side. Right side in two pieces in one step, by taking one pinch from the hair point I cut before. The pinch over there is my guide, because one previous hair point, I cut it that size. Since it will be a guide of that size, I will cut it to the same size. I follow my guide, and we cut all the hair the same length. Our customer's model hair length. I apply one cut straight to medium size. Starting from the front of the hair. First curtain on the front parts, and other parts of the light folded. We apply a moving haircut design. There will be no very busy floors. Front part, folding when making curtain cardamom from the finishing line of the eyebrow, to the front part. I create a triangle one distinction by creating a purchase pattern. From the end of the eyebrows to form the triangle in the front. By creating create a full triangle pattern. I apply folding process starting from the front part, while cutting the section on the right. I'm going to the left. For me to capture an angle of 45 degrees more comfortably, I'm going to my customer's left. And from the left side, hair with a 45 lira combing angle. Beautiful. 1. I start the curtain frame design by folding. First I cut the right side. While cutting the right side, I pass to the left side of my customer. Here, diagonal to the back to create folding to the back, creating a cross distinction. Hair on the front. Scanning here, guinea cross with one scan style. Combing the hair to one single one point. Hereby creating a sharpening cutting technique, and this is in the front while scanning a certain point. I guide the first pinch we cut. After seeing the guide size here, as you can see, with a net one cutting stroke, that is, with the sharpening cutting technique, I cut and comb the hair on the front. Because I scanned at only one point, and when I scan the front, the back sides are long. Front sides get one fold view. Her hair is too dense here. without folding and the length of the hair. By preserving, that is, folding the front parts of the hair for the rear sides to provide one view without shortening. The front of the hair to a single point, that is, we cut it one ago. Curtain cardamom, with hair length. And by applying scanning the front to a single point. I created one cutting process. And here the back parts of the hair are long, the front parts are folded. There are also flaws in the back, but there are not very dense flaws. After cutting the right side, I go to the left side. The same technique, I apply it on the left side too. So my customer. I pass to the right side of our customer while cutting the left side. And, while creating curtain bangs, comb the hair towards a certain point, and here I cut by applying one angle of 45 degrees. After providing this again, towards the back diagonal from the peak, so cross by creating one cross distinction up to the neck. This distinction we created, scanning to the front. After scanning, I scan to a certain point. I'm applying a 45 lira angle again, and the curtain I cut before one, cardamom hair neck. Taking the guide so that paint. I'm scanning in one convenient way. I see my guide, and I do cutting with one scissor stroke. Then two, I take the piece 2 guinea. I scan it towards the same front part. And here I comb the hair towards a single point. Hair, cut point. I take it as a guide. I scan and see your shortness there. And I cut the hair. I'm cutting it to a certain point here. For scanning and creating an angle of 45 grooves from above. Fold it towards the back because I cut it from the top. And longer one view of the back side. And shortening the length of the hair. Obstructing and movable fronts folded. A long look at the back we get. If you want to get a haircut like this, my channel, a video section. You can watch our other videos, so if you want to get a haircut, social media addresses are available in the description section of my video. Reaching here, you can come to my salon and get haircutting service from me, or places in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. Hope to see you. We will be with you with new videos. Take good care of yourself. Hello, friends. Today you have a layered haircut curtain bangs. Hair design. I will explain in detail how the process is done. When starting haircut first we create the basic distinction. We will divide the hair into 4 main sections. I create the first profile separation. Then I create a coronation. And when he starts to cut the hair from the back, in a gradual way. First, by creating horizontal separations. Our name. We start here. We will determine the basis of the first hair and the length of the hair. Our first goal will be to determine the length of the hair. Here, they decide what size the hair is in our customer. And I get the broken hair without too short. A very short haircut in curtain cardamom and layered haircut. It's better not to have more layers in long hair. Gets one more beautiful look on hair. So curtain cardamom on very extremely short layered hair. No, it looks better on long hair. Cutting hair length. 2 as a sheath from the first hair point we cut. I'm separating the tier, creating horizontal separations here, between fingers. To the sharpening cutting technique, that is, with a straight scissor stroke. I continue the cutting process. 2 after cutting the first step. As you can see, the same way here. 1 as hair, the point I cut before. I continue the cutting process, same size. I continue my cutting process in the same direction. I cut the third stage in the same way. Friends straight one way. Hair on the back 4. The back and front are separate because I'm instantly divided into my section. I created a coronation in the sections, As you can see, ear crown separation, one ear. The straight distinction that we are separated from the line and the other ear. We say we create a crown separation. Here, after cutting the back part. Same height again. Crown on the left side of the hair. In the distinction section, her hair guinea is in 2 stages. I continue my cutting process. While cutting the hair here, the bottom one we cut before. Part as guide. I continue to process. After cutting the left side, we go to the right side. And I cut the right side in the same way. Back 1 pinch from the black part as a guide. And we continue our same length haircut. So here is the basic. We continue our cutting process by aligning the hair length. While cutting the right and left part, the stance of our customer's head is very important. Our customer's head slightly to the left while cutting the right side. Reclining. Lean slightly to the right side while cutting the left side. So cycle, so. Lying on your side. We will continue our cutting after that. This angle is very important, guys. Now profile her hair in half. Your hair after creating the distinction. Beginning the folding process from the front, that is, the curtain. Cardamom laying process. We start from the front to start front part by creating the separation of the purchase motif, i.e. triangle 1 by. We create the distinction. Triangle separation is also eyebrow. We touch our comb from the end of the eyebrows and from the point it touched from the peak. Triangle 1 way. I make a distinction. When cutting right and left after creating separation, when I cut the right side, I go to my customer's left and do the cutting process. Here, as you can see, my client, I cut the left side and went to the right side. Let's say I'm doing operation over cheekbones. Short and long, you decide for yourself. But your cheekbones, if you do the cutting process from the bottom, outward moving, one view, it gets one image that is better to get. I'm on the left side of our customer. I'm on the right, I'm cutting the left side. While cutting, I'm applying a 45-degree angle according to the angle, friends. So her hair, I'm scanning towards the exit direction of the hair, and I cut it at an angle of 45 degrees. Then, I'm going to level 2, guys. After cutting the front part, now starting from the top to the back, diagonal 1 distinction. I'm creating and forward in one way suitable for the short section on the front. Friends from the bottom. I see my guide after seeing my guide. Yes, as you can see here, I'm scanning 45 degrees. I see it at the bottom. I see the hair spot I cut before, as you can see here. And I continue the cutting process. Distinctions I slice by slice and forward wound combing forward. And scan them all to the front. And the hair point I cut before, I cut it the same size after seeing it. The back is longer when we scan forward. The front part is folded, friends. The haircut point here, I adjust it according to the shortness in the front of the hair. I'm combing the hair here and create a 45-degree angle. After that, I continue to cut. I cut the left side. Now I will cut the right side, guys. I pass my customer's left side while cutting the right side. I pass and haircutting process by creating one diagonal. I make a diagonal distinction, a distinction as scanning angle. I'm scanning T and Here! Yes, hair up. I'm scanning towards the exit direction, and the bottom one is cut first. I cut. I see your hair point and cut it accordingly. Now here, according to the back of your hair, I created such a diagonal 1 cross distinction on the back. Create 1 cross separation from peak to nape. I made a distinction. After creating the separation, combing the hair forward, and my client cut it to the left because I cut the right side, pass to the left side there. I'm scanning, so here is 1 cross, 1 scan process. I cut it at an angle of 45 degrees by creating. As you can see, I comb the hair to the front, but 45 degrees diagonal with 1 scan angle. Seeing the hair point I cut before from the bottom. I'm cutting. As you can see, I created a cross 1 scan angle, and I saw the hairline I had cut before, and I applied my cutting process. After applying the cutting process, her hair again this time. Starting from the front, end parts of the hair, I apply thinning process with the feel scissors, hereby hitting the hair, and I hit the hair completely and the front end of the hair. File scissors with 2-3 blows. I don't do my job of thinning too much, just 2-3. I'm applying scissors blow. Your hair is squeezing the hair because I hit the hair here. And scissors, that is, feel scissors. It provides 1 more natural transition with thinning processing, and more with the Burma process. A beautiful 1 transition without any trace on the hair. Makes it happen. Here, starting from the front of the hair to the back, I thin the hair piece by piece by creating horizontal searches. I scan the guinea forward and auger the auger process. After audition for hair, I bring the hair down to the ends with the feel scissors. Hair blocking is done on the ends of the hair, friends. The bottom of the hair and the middle part. Thinning is done after. Do not thin the middle of the hair according to the full length. Do not apply effigy scissors from the bottom of the hair in any way. You will definitely create a problem with hair. I do thinning operations on the ends of the hair. A more beautiful one here. We get the image. Our process is over. After the drying and shaping process. Inward, as you can see, I took 1 blow dryer with motion. Front floors are fine. Beautiful cheekbones, 1 design. Curtain bangs layered haircut. If you want to get a haircut like this, there are social media addresses in the description section of my video. By coming to my salon and making an appointment with me, you can get a haircut. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. To you today, light haircut. I will explain in detail how to do this. We make basic distinctions when cutting hair. First basic distinction, profile distinction. Profile separation. From the middle of 2 eyebrows, straight separation, where we are separated to the neck. We say profile separation. 2. Separation, crown separation. Crown separation is also straight from one ear to the other ear. 1. The distinction we have separated as a line is called the crown separation. With these 2 distinctions, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. Now we divide our hair into 4 main sections. From the back part, we will determine the length of the hair by creating 1 horizontal distinction. So here to determine what size the hair is. First, we will create 1 horizontal distinction and form the basis of the hair. So we will cut your hair length. Here is the first from the middle part from the back after cutting the short part. Other parts too. Creating horizontal separation in 1 way. whether in 4 pieces or 3 pieces. We cut it in one-step way. This is gradual. More homogeneous distribution of hair by cutting with separations. We make the hair scatter together, friends. I'm cutting the length of the hair here, and the ends of the hair in the next process. With light folding process, in the front of the hair. By applying the folding process E, to get a beautiful one look. Good luck, friends. Yes, here, because our model has thin hair. Very dense flaws. Make the ends of the hair look thin. Light hair to prevent. Suitable for hair structure. The front parts of the hair by applying the folding process. Giving movement to the back. To be fuller. Applying straight one cut. We will create one beautiful model of our hair now. If you want to have one haircut like this. Social in the description part of my video. Media addresses available. We can reach here and come to my hall and meet. Hello, you can get haircut service from me. Here from the end of the eyebrows. E, we will apply folding process to the front part. Here from the end of the eyebrow to the front part. They were creating a purchase motif distinction. We will apply a folding process to the front of the hair. When applying the folding process, let's say we separate the hair from the middle part, or what part you want to separate, to create one distinction suitable for the outlet place of hair. Yes. First we ask our customer about the distinction of hair. Which one? You make a distinction in the direction according to him. We apply folding process because he separated his hair from the middle part of our model. We start our process by eliminating E and separating, cutting hair here. First, we will cut the right side. Then we cut the left side while cutting the right side. Now we go to the end of our customer, passing to our customer's right while cutting the left side. So we work more comfortably and angle better one way. For us to offer, and which of our customers we cut forward to the opposite side, we stop and cut there. Here after cutting the front parts. Here. Then I split the hair in half. Profile separation and sleeping on the front. We comb the hair. And later, your hair all forward. Here we scan and take the end parts. Your hair here moves the front parts, but at the back prevents very dense flaws. And here to the front, because we are folding, and no way there is one knee section long in the hair, and the mistake, see, to be blocking, here by creating celestial distinctions, and combing the hair towards the front. So now we continue our hair cutting process. Now, as you can see here, the right side of our customer. I cut the right part, on the left side of the client, 40 and 45 degree angles. And we continue our haircut. Now here is our customer, E, when we create folding. He doesn't want the back part to shorten. We are also our customer, with slight movements from the front for folding process to ensure hair. Our customer's hair, fixed design here on the front. By applying one technique we call line, moving the front parts, make the back parts look longer. And we apply one such study to prevent it from shortening. See you soon. Yes, this work is on the back. E a little more, E V-shaped. E very nice one look. In denser bushy hair now because the hair is thin. And our customer who uses the hair inwards, more folded inwards of the front parts. when we do the forming process, makes it get one more beautiful look. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. See you, friends.
Hello friends, today, blunt haircut. I will explain in detail how to do this. Our model, your hair first. We create basic distinctions. Our first basic distinction is profile separation. After creating a profile separation, we create a crown separation. And after creating the coronation, we divide the hair into four main sections. Profile separation, from the beginning of the forehead to the end of the nape. Distinction with crown separation 1. From ear to ear. From the beginning 1. Starting from ear to ear and up to the other ear. We make crown separation to the distinction we have separated. With this distinction, we divide the hair into four main sections. Then horizontal from the nape part 1. By creating a distinction from 2 parts. So neither too thick nor too much. The basis of hair after creating fine separation. We will create, so we will determine the length of the hair. Scissors. Sharpening cutting technique using like a ruler. Creating our first guide. So we determine the first height. After determining this size, we are going to the second stage guy. And in level 2, her hair is straight one way. Using our comb as a ruler. Guy. With the sharpening technique, that is, with the straight scissor stroke, we keep cutting our hair. Yes. Where we took an example. Our guide so one previous cut. From the hair point we got. We continue we cut the same size. After making this cut. After the neck. We pass to the right. We create one horizontal distinction in guinea. The guide we cut from this nape part. Guinea by following. Using our comb as a ruler. We cut it the same size. After cutting the right side, we go to the left side. We create one horizontal distinction on the left side guy. Because we will create a blunt one cut here. We continue our process by creating horizontal separations. Here again one we cut before. Comb as a length guide in the nape section. Using it like a ruler guy. We cut the left side section with the same technique. As you can see here we used our comb. And cut to the same size. Then checking a guy. Between fingers. Hair with technique. We continue our cut. Then we go to the back. Again by creating one horizontal distinction. We are progressing gradually towards the top. Here are the gradual thin pieces from the neck. Taking horizontal parts. We continue our process. Bird. From the hill. As we progressed, we created one distinction to the top and created one horizontal one distinction from the middle part guy. Then take one piece of the vertical. Between fingers. With holding technique. So we kept cutting our hair. Then second, guinea. Use our comb as a ruler and remove one previous hair point. Taking the guide so one. With the hair point we cut before. We cut the same size. Here we use our comb as a ruler. Seeing the hair point we cut before. We continue our process. And finally, after coming to the top, as you can see to pieces of pliers. Separate in the section on the back of the last connected. We scan by separating from the pliers. And comb the hair according to the natural direction of fall. From the guinea nape part. Starting from the middle part. Following our guide at the bottom. Our haircut. We continue. In our haircut here, one of the hair points we cut before. As a guide and we continue our cutting as a guide. Here we use our comb as a ruler and straight one. Haircut. We take care to do. Here is the stance of our customer's head. Points are also very important. Always head of our customer. If we cut the back part, the side to the front. We cut the right side to the left. If we cut the left side to the right. By depositing. Then we keep cutting. As you can see, we went to the right. I set our customer's head stand distance on the right. I used the comb with scissors and comb as a ruler. One hair point we cut before. I saw. And I analyzed and cut using it like a ruler. For later control purposes, I comb the hair according to its direction of fall. And finger-to-finger cutting technique. Is your hair wrong? By checking. I kept cutting with straight scissors blows. I went to the left. Same guinea on the left. I used my comb as a ruler. With straight scissor stroke. I continued with cutting by creating a straight line, as you can see here, according to the direction of hair fall. Again with a straight scissor stroke with the interfinger cutting technique. I continue the haircut, cutting my hair. One hair point that I cut before as a guide. I take care to move forward. If you want to get a haircut like this, social media addresses in the description part of my video, available by reaching here, by coming to my salon and making an appointment. You can get a haircut. Contact e-appointment from my social media addresses. You can come to my salon and get a haircut. As you can see, only one. E with straight scissor stroke with sharp line cutting technique and straight blunt one haircut with techniques. We created the desig. Here to the front of the hair. We will give light movement. So we will do the folding process. In front of you while folding. We create one distinction that we call the purchase motif. When creating this separation of purchase motif, starting from the end point of the eyebrow, we touch our comb, and the point on the top where our comb touches. We make the distinction in a triangle one way, friends. While making this distinctio, we take the end points of the eyebrow as a guide. Hair after distinctio. If I cut your right side, I'll crossing my client's left side. And the eye appeared 45 degrees in width. With angles, I'm painting from top to bottom. After cutting the right side, I go to the left side. Our customer. I pass to the right side while cutting the left side. And again at an angle of 45 degrees. I continue my folding process. If you want to have one haircut like this, you can come to my salon and get hair cutting service. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks to you. Our videos are being watched more and more every day. We reach more people. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm checking here. Our process. And in the front, we will also finish our folding process. Created a clear one cut with the blunt sharp cutting technique. We are. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I leave you alone with a clear beautiful one cut. Thank you so much for watching my video till the end. I do. Take good care of yourself. Hope to see you.
Greetings to you today, asymmetrical graduation bob. Haircut asterisk, how to do it, I will explain it in detail. Starting haircut, we create the basic distinctions. Here's your hair. We will divide it into 5 main sections. I apply a distinction in star technique asterisk and triangular from the front, then right and left, starting from a peak. Make star-shaped distinctions and back in 2 pieces, as you can see, after creating the separation asterisk A. Certain from the occipital area, I made a diagonal distinction asterisk and after. Creating this distinction, I make another horizontal distinction. This distinction asterisk determine the basis of the hair. That is, the shortness of the hair asterisk, provided that you do not open the nape part too much here. Asterisk, asterisk, a horizontal one on the nape straight one. By creating a distinction, as you can see by using our scissors as a ruler with its precise technique. That is, with straight scissors free, I determined the hair length of our model and then guinea same way. After specifying our guide, the next pinch same way, the hair point we cut before as a guide, I cut the same size after making this cut asterisk again. At 45-degree angles hair, on the back of the hair as you can see asterisk 45 degrees of vertical separation from. Now, on I add texture to the hair, and this is graduation so, to get the look. The back is a curved folded view asterisk with a slight 45-degree angle to achieve EE. Now, I'm giving texture to the back of the hair, then asterisk. We divided the 2 main sections in the first main section, so triangular again in diagonal form asterisk. I give texture to the hair by creating distinctions asterisk from the middle part again, forming an angle of 45 degrees. I continue to add texture to the hair, starting from the middle part texture. Now EE after, cutting 45 steel angle, cutting the other piece in line, with the same guide scanning backwards asterisk, both. The front part of the hair is curved like this asterisk to achieve a sweet look and an image. Extending the blow dry, I cut it at a 45-degree angle to get, and so the transitions are moving and more. Smooth E to provide transitions I cut by creating diagonal separations asterisk, and after coming to the third piece. From the middle part to the guinea, I create a vertical distinction and her. Hair is 45 degrees from the inside out asterisk. I gain texture by cutting and guinea the hair point I cut. Before combing backwards at an angle of 245 degrees we have earned with moving image asterisk. I keep shaping asterisk, so I cut it in the same line with the hair point I cut before equalize each other asterisk. As you can see, our folding process on the back we applied, we cut it in 2 sections. We divided it in 2 sections. We cut this section, yes. And now the next asterisk, the same way to the hair point. We reserved for the leader to be taller another diagonal distinction asterisk. We created and scanning backwards asterisk 45-degree angle. This way it will go forward to get a longer look from short to long. We do our cutting process by following asterisk. Our angle here is 45 degrees. Horizontal asterisk, a horizontal opening of 45 degrees and asterisk with grip. Angle, we get an image that stretches down EE for the right side to be shorter asterisk. And again, this time we make the distinction. And here we are with scissors asterisk down. Again slightly, EE a more straight at an angle of 5 degrees asterisk, so. Very was not curved. Make our process to get a shorter image here is the neck that is suitable for short. As you can see, I cut by equalizing the right side is short. The left side is longer asterisk. We will have a look in this section. Finally, we come to the top. As you can see, I made a distinction on the top. Vertical again, and after creating a vertical separation, first asterisk we cut hair point as a sword again asterisk from the work outward at an angle of 45 degrees. Now I continue my cutting here. The back is more curved, and we get a folded look after creating the distinction here. I hold the front and our customer exit. Direction on the front asterisk, which way he separates it. Take it that way. Yes, I cut the right side short. I equate it with the shortness we have appeared in the nape part asterisk, so. And the other left side 2 asterisk, the front will be longer with a 45-degree angle. I'm scanning backwards, somehow again, at an angle of 45 degrees. Now I'm applying my cutting process. We make the front part longer here. We add some texture to the front of the hair, yes, and a little bit with light scrolling technique asterisk. I'm moving plain front part. Yes, we finished. Cutting the model of our hair asterisk now. Here next stage with F-file scissors asterisk now. E in a gradual way, starting from the back of the hair endsway, will apply a thinning processor is the effect that I applied to the ends of the hair with scissors, providing a more homogeneous transition of your hair asterisk. A beautiful image with softer transitions we make it take at the ends of your hair. Hard transitions softening E. Yes, fold on the floors with F-file scissors to prevent their hard passage asterisk. I apply a thinning process your hair, as you can see here, perpendicular to the ends asterisk. I thinned it with Pictus technique, then I scan again with the picnic stone technique on the ends of the hair, thinning the ends with the net scissors. Yes, here, asterisk, we definitely don't. Hit the bottom of the hair with the E-file scissors asterisk short hair. If we hit the bottom, because it will always repel long hair more. You encounter a problem like swelling, so in here for the model to get a softer image, we only thin the ends definitely. F-file scissors in very rare cases. It's used so the bottom of the hair is hit too by the name of the person. So always thinning the ends of the hair asterisk. It will be better and more advantageous. So we don't apply guarantor scissors to the bottom of the hair plea, to the ends of the hair, and make it more natural. And to make a nice transition, our model ply asymmetrical E, left side long right side asterisk, short compared to the other section bob hair design. So you guys are like this asterisk. If you want to get a haircut asterisk social media in the description, part of my video reaching me from my address's haircut, by coming to my salon asterisk service and other hairdressing services you can get service. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will be with you with new videos. Hope to see you. Goodbye. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm with you with a new video. To you today, how to do blunt haircut. I will explain it in detail. First, we make profile separation. Profile separation your neck from the beginning of your forehead. We applied until the end. We call the straight line profile separation. If the second E distinction. E. Crown separation from one ear to the other. We also apply this distinction. When we apply this distinction, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. We make a straight distinction from the back again. After separating the 4 main sections, hair gradually starting from the neck, with sharp horse cutting technique. Her hair here, creating sharp lines. Create a straight cut and get a blunt look. Here with the comb 6 hair cutting technique. As you can see, comb with 6 hair cutting technique. We apply a straight cut burden. We determine the length of the hair in the first level we cut. This size affects the whole course of your hair. And so this is our guide. By following this guide, we'll cut all the hair the same size. HH. If you want to watch my other videos too, my channel, I have many category videos in the videos section. Guinea comb after cutting his neck. With hair cutting technique. As you can see, using my comb as a ruler and following the previous haircut height, I continue cutting on the same plane and cut in the same way as the second stage. I'm so sorry I went to this third level. Guinea sweat left with hair cutting technique, using my comb as a ruler, using the spot where I cut my previous hair, and I continue my haircut. I continue my cutting by creating a straight line. Here, I use my comb in light color. Our hair color is darky. Comb haircut comb use is also very important. If you use a comb according to the color of the hair. Very comfortable in the cut You watch on the road. I recommend this to you as a footnote. As you can see, the hair point I cut before. Again using our comb as a ruler, we continue our haircut. Gradually separating the hair. Creating horizontal separations. And sharp horse cutting technique with straight scissor stroke. Using our comb as a ruler. We will get a blunt look. We use our comb like a ruler. And we continue our cutting. The hair color of the cut comb you used here. We stated that it should be compatible. If the hair is dark here, a light comb. If the hair is light, you can choose a dark comb. While cutting, make sure your scissors are specific. Certain scissors make clearer cuts and helps you cut hair without shredding. This is too when you cut your customer. So when the next month comes, it will tell you that your hair grows healthier. As you can see, the backstage is completely. We cut it with the first size we cut. Now we go to the left side. We will cut the sides. Here is to 2-stage chestnut hair. Here is the head of our customer first, adjusting the stance distance. And here, combing hair. As you can see, from the hair point we cut before, taking our guide, we continue our haircut from here. VE. From the first hair point we cut, following our guide, on our side, I keep cutting. After cutting the left side, the right side is also. We cut 2 stages. Our budget hair. E. I'm adjusting the stopping distance of the head of our budget. And as you can see, following our guide. We continue our cut. Here by taking the space in your ear and touching it with scissors. This is also very important. We continue our cut after receiving. Here at the bottom, after checking our guide, I keep cutting our hair point. To the front of the hair after cutting the basic length of the hair. We will earn some read, hereby creating distinctions from the line of the forehead and eyebrows. So by creating a separation of purchase motif. I'm creating a triangular distinction here. My eyebrows here, from the starting end point of your eyebrows, starting from 1, and our customer's cutting section, standing on the diagonal. I separate and we continue our cut. I'm applying 45-degree angles here. And the first hair point I cut as a guide. I keep cutting, providing a nice pass in front. Here cartoon bang curtain bangs. To get a look we call. We made our distinction and we continue our cutting process. After cutting the first part, I moved to the second part. Here is our comb. I'm measuring the hair point I cut before. And the same. I cut in inches. And gradually again at 45-degree angles. I continue to cut. As you can see, we got a blunt look. All hair length with moving fronts is the same size. A Kurdish hair design. If you want to get a haircut like this, coming to my hall, by appointment, you can get the same style haircut service from me. You can get a haircut. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you.
Straight haircut for you today, asterisk, and light layered. Hair design, how to do it. I will explain it in detail. 1. First, we create a profile separation. Profile separation from the beginning of the forehead to the neck, asterisk, Straight horizontal is one distinction, asterisk, straight. One distinction up to this nape point. From the peak, after that separation, we make a triangular distinction, as you can see, asterisk, our comb, triangle. Yes, we put it from the beginning of the forehead and your back triangle 1 from the point it touches I'm creating a purchase modifier, distinction, here eyes. Now this distinction, I will apply it for the folding process on the front of the hair. 2. The front section I'm collecting here and we will determine the length of the hair in the rest asterisk here. We divide the hair into two main sections asterisk, as you can see here asterisk. I show my point and create a horizontal separation from the back. This will be the basic distinction of our haircut friends are here, so we will form the basis of the hair we will determine the length of the hair here. We created a horizontal distinction. We divided the hair into sections with two meanings. That is, three meanings. Asterisk, 2 on the back. 1 on the front. After creating the separation, yes, we are starting our haircut here. We will determine the length of the hair asterisk, will create one distinction from the middle part vertical will create one distinction and start my haircut from there. Asterisk, I just start in the middle. Asterisk. As you can see, I created a vertical distinction here will be our guide. In accordance with this guide from the hair length, I have determined asterisk, so I will cut the other parts the same way. Yes, here as you can see, our haircut in the middle after creating the right and left are the same. Asterisk, I determine the same size straight. One way we do it by combing, backwards cutting, and seeing my guide I'm moving here. The guide is always for us. Progressive asterisk, it will prevent us from cutting the hair crooked asterisk we progressed gradually. 1 asterisk operation. Guide always follow the guide. In the guide more useful for us. One system will be so. If you go according to the guide, you will useful one. There will be a haircut asterisk 2. Discuss yes asterisk 2 after creating horizontal separation asterisk starting from the middle part. 1 the hair point we cut before will be our guide asterisk. Continuing with the same guide, we determine the hair length here. We saw our guide at the bottom asterisk with our comb, and between fingers asterisk with sharp horse cutting technique. That is, with straight scissor stroke we get one flat image. I cut the middle part here asterisk. As you can see from the middle my cut guide I equate with the pieces I bought from the left side asterisk. Here is a straight one cut by combing the hair backwards. I'm creating then asterisk after cutting the left side. The right side is also asterisk. I cut it straight one way. I'm scanning backwards now. In the middle part asterisk I continue with the guide we have created asterisk backwards. Again in the same way I had also separated the third level and combing the hair backwards asterisk 1 with the hair guide I cut before asterisk. Did I cut it by continuing in the same way? I continue after this process. We cut the hair length asterisk, so we created our foundation. Clean it. After creating our foundation, we will start with hair folding asterisk here. Her hair is divided into slices. Slices now separating as slices, we will start our folding process. Yes, we start this process after creating the foundation, so after you remember the length of your hair more without shortening the hair, how to fold we will show asterisk as you can see here. I'm starting from the middle part of the guinea asterisk, and as you can see from the bottom asterisk 1 I created one vertical piece and comb the hair according to the direction of hair exit. No, after scanning upwards asterisk, you see the shortest point at the bottom asterisk. He is our guide. In accordance with this guide, I'm creating a folding process asterisk. I'm combing the hair towards the exit direction. This is our best asterisk. We have a long point, the guide of the hair, that is the length of the hair. Without cutting that length, I cut the other long sections and equalize them together. Asterisk downstairs. One same way as a guide, I'm scanning upwards at a 90-degree angle towards the exit direction of the hair and seeing the cover on the bottom. I cut by applying point cutting technique asterisk, as you can see. I cut 2 first steps, then I bought one piece again from the next episode asterisk, and your hair is growing. And I cut it in accordance with its structure and comb the hair asterisk. I see the level at the bottom and I continue my cutting in this lower part seeing your hair length slice. My hair, I'm applying a folding process, always one asterisk. I'm one hairless from the previous part. Friends, combing the hair asterisk, I see it at the bottom, and one. I cut it, first seeing the hair point and the sword, I took hair. I cut it, then equalize it with the guide at the bottom. Yes, as you can see at the bottom, I saw the guide, so the guide asterisk after. Seeing hair length, I combed the hair upwards, and I cut it in accordance with the hair length. As you can see, I saw your hair length. I saw the guide, and I cut it with the dot cutting technique. When we cut with point cutting technique, hair, flyworms. In triangle form, asterisk sections are formed, which provides one more natural transition to the hair this way now. I comb the hair, as you can see, after seeing our hair on the bottom asterisk. I'm cutting to the point cutting technique here, as you can see in zigzag form asterisk. I cut and sections are formed. Cut. When I cut it with technique, this is more of your layers in the haircut asterisk. In one way intertwined provides one more homogeneous distribution. Yes, as you can see at the bottom with the point cutting technique, after seeing the guide neck at the bottomy now, I cut it by syncing with other sections. Here we created the folding section in haircut asterisk now. The section for folding the front parts of the hair asterisk, I will create the part that I have separated from the middle part of the hair asterisk. As you can see, I'm creating one horizontal distinction again, and one from the hair point. I cut before I'm getting a guide, and in the same way as this guide scanning upwards. Then I combine the guide and we continue my folding process. Asterisk. We see our guide, as you see, and I cut with the dot cutting technique asterisk 1. I create a diagonal 1 distinction in the next section of first. I'm getting a guide from the hair point I cut, and as you can see here, triangle 1 form appears burden asterisk. I'm scanning upwards again, and after seeing our cover we continue the cutting process asterisk, and again in the same way. After cutting the left side in the same way on the right side, I create a diagonal 1 distinction, and I scan upwards. I see my guide, and I keep cutting asterisk after cutting this front part. Scanning upwards 1 check balance, and now I apply asterisk. Is the hair length on the top equal to each other? Now all over again, combing all the hair upwards. Hair length. Is there a mistake in the hair spots we cut? I'm checking asterisk. I apply the point cutting technique hair here, both straight. 1. Cut. Created both folding process, and after the folding process occurs asterisk, I'll make movement asterisk. I will do this folding process again, and now in which direction our model has divided, determine an asterisk. I will create one folding operation according to the fall here asterisk. I determine the peak of the hair, and from here I'm creating a triangle. One form here is the hair point at the end of the eyebrow. I determine our buying motivations here. One distinction we form in triangle, form VE, end of eyebrows, asterisk, from the point where the comb touches. So we form triangle 1. Here I cut the rest of the hair back, and here I then combing the 3 parts of the hair by combing the upward line, asterisk, and I cut, and when I scan backwards 3, we give movement to light hair in parts, as you can see. You can use both straight moving one hair design if you want to get a haircut like this, fold and straight haircut. If you want to design asterisk by reaching me from my social media addresses, my social media addresses available in the description section of my video. By reaching my hall from here, you can get haircut service, asterisk. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Friends, I will be with you with new videos, asterisk, our straight, lightweight, layered haircut design with you, as you can see. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to be. I wish you a good day. Take care of yourself, asterisk. See you soon.
Hello friends, to you today. Bob Haircut. I will explain in detail how the design is made. We divide our model into 4 main sections while Bob Haircut. Profile separation as the first main part. Profile separation 1. Starting from the middle of the eyebrow to the straight separation we have separated until the
Profile
end.
separation.
2. Separation, crown separation. From one other ear to the other ear. We have separated. We call the straight line the crown separation. With this distinction, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. After separating 4 main sections, starting from the nape part, we will cut the hair in 4 stages. The back part first. Sharpening cutting technique. We will determine the length of the hair, which is the first stage
With
of the
Guinea
hair.
sharpening
Cutting technique after determining the height. And sedan, sharpen. Cutting the section. After revealing the length of your hair, this dye is suitable in one way, progressively to the hair at 45-degree angles. We will apply a haircut, what we call gradation bob cut on the back, that is, the hair, to add movement and volume to the back of the hair to provide natural 1E transition. Folding. We will apply a folding process with 45-degree angles. Your hair in the first place, at an angle of 0 degrees to determine his height. Hair. We determine the neck from the nape part. This is the basis of the hair. We determine the length of the hair. Hair as second stage. We separate Guinea horizontal. I create one distinction. And from the middle part of the hair, after creating horizontal separation, we'll create a distinction. The hair point we cut from the bottom one by forming one angle of 45 degrees by taking guide. We continue our cut in this nape part, creating vertical separations. Nape part. I cut it at 45-degree angles. If you want to get a haircut like this, coming to my hall from me, you can get haircut service. Our hall is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. Social media addresses are available in the description section from here. Of my video. You can get hair cutting services and hairdressing services. Back part. With horizontal vertical separations. I keep cutting with a 45-degree angle. Here by separating the hair slice by slice. Cutting the stain piece by slice. And check the hair point we have cut before from the bottom. We continue our cutting, as you can see on the back, creating light coats in hair. So we call bomber, make the hair look beautiful, and we ensure that the back of the hair is folded. We created the second distinction. First division was a straight division, second division, and third division third distinction. Hair at 45-degree angles to the guinea. According to output direction, we create a 90-degree separation and the hair comes out. Direction after. We also create a 45-degree angle as a cut. When forming the 45-degree angle, the hair point we cut first. We continue as a guide, friends. This distinction with the hair points we cut before. We continue our process by combining. If you want to watch my other videos, my channel. There are many categories of videos in the video section. By reaching here, you can also watch my other videos, as you can see. Forming distinctions and at an angle of 45 degrees. From the inside out, we continue our haircut by creating layers. Here I fold the back of the hair as a basis first. And in the next process, your hair. On the left and right sides, equating each other. We create our bob haircut design. We're coming to the tray part, as you can see, after coming to the part of the guinea vertical by creating a distinction bottom to top 45, forming an angle of 45 degrees from inside to outside. I continue the haircut. For your information, I cut the hair by separating it slice by slice. As you can see, the gradient will form the 3 shape. At the back, layers formed and a beautiful image occurred. I come to the left part of the hair after cutting the back part, and from here creating a diagonal 1 distinction, a short on the back and short on the front, creating a light 45-degree angle that from the neck to the front light space, light ear bandgui, to get one extending view, with 45-degree finger grip. I keep making sure. Then I comb the hair back. The front part of the hair is a little longer because I combed it backwards. I will appear. Here I equate with the shortness in the back. And I keep getting certain. My finger grip here is slightly 45 degrees, not straight. Suitable for the slope of the hair. Suitable for the model of the hair. From the neck to the front. Light 45-degree angles with sharp horse-cutting technique with finger grip. I cut it with a straight scissor stroke. After this cutting process is finished, I'm going to the other part. I'm going to the right guinea the same way. Left side, well, the technique I applied is diagonal again, with cross separations. I comb the hair back to form. And by creating an angle of 45 degrees as a finger grip, with the clamp on the back, the length of the front, equalizing by creating a 45-degree angle. Here I comb the hair slightly backwards. And after scanning the front part slightly backwards, again with a 45-degree angle, I continue the haircutting process. Here is the appearance of your hair from the neck to the short front. To achieve a slightly elongated 1 appearance, graduation bob here. We can also describe it as cutting, folded back to the front. 1 haircut with lengthening transitions. We create the process. You guys are bob haircut too. Other haircutting techniques, also from the subject. So if you want to get a haircut, you can come to my salon and get service from me. Our place is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. Yes, the front of the hair. Want to add some movement. E. In the front. Suitable for natural separation. I made the distinction and I'm separating. And by doing the heel control, stretching forward from the nape part, I will create a 45-degree angle again. I created the distinction here from the top part. Do we have a mistake or not? We will check it and get it from the neck. At an angle of 45 degrees, to come from short to long. I equalize the hair as you can see the top distinction. I'm creating a distinction from the joke parts with one address. And after creating the annular distinction again, from the shortest point, I see the hairline we cut on the back. My guide, our guide 1 hair point we cut before. After cutting this point, creating an angle of 45 degrees, I continued cutting. After doing this, friends, your hair, to the hair to ensure their transition, I will apply blocking. So hard appearance on 3 parts of the hair, more natural than transitional to achieve 1. A to get the pass. I use E-file scissors to get, that is, 1 scissors of hair that we call intermediate scissors, separating it gradually as if cutting it again. Starting from the neck, I will apply thinning to the hair. As you can see here, I separated the hair from the first point I cut, and her hair is 45 degrees guinea, here by creating an angle, cross point. So I apply thinning to the hair with the cutting technique. I'm not hitting a straight scissor blow, but a diagonal E way. I pass the hair by applying scissor blows. Don't thin the hair as you can see here. Go to the process E hair. I'm applying the pictus technique to the hair here. Thinning the ends of the hair, not the bottoms of the hair. End parts of the hair. Providing their transitions. Your hair is more homogeneous. Begin. To provide passage, I applied a thinning process. This process, after applying it, by applying one beautiful blow-dry process to the forming process, we will not have completed the E-hair design of our model. Friends, you too. If you like my video, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks to you, our videos are watched more and more every day, and our channel is getting bigger every day. For watching my video and subscribing to my channel, thank you so much. See you with one new video. Take good care of yourself. Hope to see you. I wish you a good day. See you soon.
Hello to you today, haircut with cardamom. How to design, I will explain it in detail. E. Hair separation. E. We will create the sides. First E. First profile distinction. Profile separation from the beginning of the forehead to the neck straight. Separation to dot asterisk. The distinction is E. Crown separation asterisk. Crown separation from ear to ear. One from ear to ear. As the straight distinction we have divided. We create the second distinction. After creating these divisions asterisk, we divide our hair into 4 main sections. That is, into 4 parts. Asterisk, after dividing it into 4 pieces. Your hair from behind your hair to determine the length of the hair to form the basis asterisk A. Horizontal distinction we create and determine the length of the hair. We have determined the length of the first stage, hair level here, to sharpening cutting technique. That is, with a straight scissor stroke, 2 and E, we tilt our customer's head very little forward and the length of your hair. We determine the first stage here. We show our customer what size we will cut after deciding asterisk E straight scissors from The end of the hair start, the cutting process, this will be our guide. We will proceed in accordance with this guide, asterisk, yes, I'm scanning backwards, asterisk, and from the hair point I cut starting from the right to the left. I'm moving with straight scissor blows too after cutting the first stage. I divide it into stages. I create one horizontal distinction in guinea asterisk. I'm creating horizontal separations because it will be one straight cut, friends. If there was a layered cut, I would create a vertical separation and even if it was an angle of 45 degrees asterisk, I would have to create diagonal divisions asterisk, yes, because I made a straight cut asterisk create one horizontal distinction and one I see the hair point I cut before. So after seeing my guide asterisk, I cut the back part, gradually scanning backwards in 3 pieces asterisk and yes to the guide we cut before, following as appropriate. I continue my cutting process, straight scissor blow. Here I cut it with what we call a sharp line cutting technique asterisk. Straight scissors with one technique. I'm cutting with a blow here. I'm cutting, yes, my comb is light white. I'm using a comb, dark hair asterisk. I use light colored combs on hair. Here is mine too, so it's easier when cutting hair asterisk. It allows me to trade here, by the way, when cutting. Your scissors must be, it needs to be sharp one asterisk when you cut hair with scissors. Without breaking the ends of the hair, you can create clear cuts, and by breaking when the hair grows asterisk, not necessarily. Lengthen and in periods of 6 months asterisk. Don't forget to wrist your scissors. Don't forget to sharpen sharp. Scissors are always healthier asterisk. One haircut, your client's hair grows healthier. This will return you positively. See you soon. Yes, after cutting the hair, hair guinea profile distinction backwards. From the face that started my forehead, one asterisk, I'm creating a profile distinction asterisk. So I divided the hair into 2 main sections asterisk. Here is the curtain on the front of the hair asterisk. We will create a cardamom design and starting from the backwards vertex I make one distinction, diagonal to the back. I separate the front part, that is, according to the ear level, that is, both crown separation asterisk suitable, but your crown separation asterisk, separate it as diagonal cross separation asterisk, and after creating this separation from the eyebrow level asterisk, purchase motive separation in the front part of the eye. I will create this purchase motive separation starting from the end of the eyebrow asterisk from the peak to form a triangular shape asterisk from the front part of one distinction, so as to have a triangle view. We separate, yes. The chakra is diagonal with a distinction. We will create a triangle view with distinction. Shis is the distinction we call the buying motif asterisk here. The hair is in the curtain and bangs, usually in the middle, asterisk separation from the beginning of the forehead. That is, the nose we distinguish from the middle starting from the line, and after making the distinction asterisk your cheekbones starting from the point of decline to the front. I apply folding process with 45-degree angles. I pass to the left side of my customer while cutting the right side asterisk from the left side. Because the angle will be more comfortable asterisk. I applied cutting with diagonal divisions. Now I went to my customers right, but this time I cut the left side asterisk 45-degree diagonal one on the left side asterisk by creating a distinction and scanning direction from right to left, one applying scanning direction. I created the curtain cardamom design. Yes, hereafter creating the haircut as you can see from the peak. I scan upwards and from the inside out, your hair, like this. I'm checking if there is a wrong part 1, so now asterisk back. Diagonal the point where we are separated, the right and left sides are the same. Now asterisk after cutting the part of my front rivet anal. Motif so yes guinea my client's right side asterisk. I went to the left side to cut it and I'm doing the folding job here by creating one scanning angle from right to left the shortest point of hair your best point. After seeing your hair asterisk, I do the cutting process after seeing your short hair. As you can see here, I comb the hair at a certain angle, and after seeing the length of the hair, we see our sheath, and I even cut my hair suitable for that cover asterisk here. On the right I cut it straight, or it's suitable for the length of the hair. I cut the way so your hair, the most behind asterisk. I cut the starting point like that, as a guide asterisk now. As you can see, my customer guinea, back to front, asterisk back. Hair asterisk, I've separated. The hat somehow her hair was also front, so I divided the hair in half, or there were 2 sections left. Part 1, now from back to front, I'm scanning an from the point in front after scanning the bottom section, so the hair spot. I cut on the right I combine it with the hair point, so I'm scanning forward, and at the point of the hair, I cut it to fit the longest section. Asterisk. So what we call the temple point part, at the level of your ear section length, in the hair part hair point asterisk, as a guide. That is, hair length as a guide asterisk. I'm cutting it now, here again, I. Cut the left side, now you see the right side. I'm scanning for creating a diagonal distinction, asterisk. I've created one distinction until the neck. I also scan this distinction forward, and I cut it on the left side, asterisk, take one sword from the point and check it on that sword. So equate each other, asterisk, 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 and I cut the hair I combed to the front asterisk. Here when I comb the hair forward asterisk, without losing the length on the back of the hair on the front of the hair, because we created a certain shortness, asterisk did we create the folding section. That short front sides asterisk for cutting point section from hair when we comb backwards both automatically folded asterisk, and your hair is not shorter than your height, so here according to the shortness in the front length of the hair one we create a haircut asterisk. We comb the hair from the neck to the front and a certain 1 point asterisk we cut it to. This is for us asterisk, creating one activation operation. The front sides are short, as we scan forward back sides are long. One view here in bob cut 2, in the bob cut stretching forward, as we did asterisk. What were we doing? They don't have a front to be long asterisk We were combing from front to back here, for the back of the hair to be long from back to front asterisk Create a fixed design, so constant short, so we identified these points asterisk when we make appropriate cuts to those points behind It doesn't get shorter, and we have applied the folding process asterisk because we comb the hair right for ourselves and upwards to a certain point. We are cutting, border, yes asterisk after cutting. Now with file scissors by dividing it into sections. I apply, thinning the ends of the hair with file scissors. I also apply the net scissors with the piquettes technique. From the ends of the hair, and light, textural one, thinning, asterisk. This makes the hair look softer asterisk. Yes, you are also curtain bangs, asterisk layered haircut and other layered haircut designs. Bob haircut, pixie haircut, short layered haircut designs. If you want to get service, in the V, **, ED, my channel, **, yes. In the description section, *E, I have social media addresses by reaching my hall from there, so you can get service from me. Also in the description part of my video I will have social media addresses reaching me from their haircutting service. By coming to my salon *, you can get hairdressing service, moving floor, as you can see, The back of the curtain is long *E. A folded hair design without losing its form. We made the front folded E. Curtain bangs hair design, *, like my video and subscribe to my channel, *. Don't forget, I wish you a good day. See you.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. To you today, how to make a blunt bob haircut. I will explain it in detail. I will create the basic distinctions first. Our first distinction is profile separation. After creating my profile distinction, also as the second distinction, I will create a crown separation. Profile separation. My forehead precedent from the beginning. The distinction we have divided to the neck. At the coronation. Comb again. We put it on the crown of your forehead. And from the point where our comb's back touches a crown separation to the distinction we have separated, that is, 1. From ear to ear. The fixed one. The distinction we have separated as a line is called the crown separation. Here the crown separation, the front and back of the hair. Separating two main sections. Profile separation also divides the hair in half, so here we divide the hair into 4 basic E sections. We divide it into 4 basic parts. After dividing it into 4 basic parts in one step, we will apply a haircut to separate it in a gradual way. I'm starting and I'll cut it gradually. Here our first level will be the dye of our model's hair. We will apply 1 straight haircut. So create a blunt haircut, comb 6 for applying it. So we apply the technique of sharp ablution. That is, we also apply it with a straight scissor stroke. There will be 1 straight haircut. Here, E, I will use 1 angle of 0 degrees. So I use my comb as a ruler. Without creating any angle. There will be 1 haircut suitable for the direction of hair fall. I make our model tilt its head very slightly forward. And here, first, setting our guide, as you can see, without opening the neck too much. And with sharp horse cutting technique, that is, with straight scissor stroke. I'm cutting the first part. Then left side, then right side. This is the first hair I cut. I equate with paint. This hair will be tall, guys. This will be our guide. All in accordance with this guide, we will cut the hair length to the same length. This is our guide, this hair length. We are going to the second stage, as we can see, second stage hair length. I will equal the hair length we cut in the first stage. As you can see here, I reserve the first part. I comb your hair downwards according to the natural combing direction. I tilt our customer's head very slightly forward and using my comb as a ruler 1. With the hair length I cut before,
equalizing in the same way. So here I use my comb like a ruler. I align and cut with a straight scissor stroke. Here is the sharpening cutting technique, also named Guinea. I'm separating the first piece from the second floor. This one is the same as the hair size we cut before. I use my comb like a ruler and cut it. But here in every hair I cut, our customer's hair, I make your head tilt slightly forward. Because when it bends too little forward, the angle there makes the hair straighter. And when he gives back, you cut it straight in a blunt way. You can make a mistake there. It has to bend down one click. Because when he bends things, it doesn't reveal the little hair at the bottom either. This time, when the customer tilts his head forward, the bottom is like this. One section appears at the bottom, like this protrusion. It's also annoying. You will have to cut again. As you can see, we went to the third stage of the back part. Third stage at the bottom one. The hair point we cut before, Guinea in the same way. I keep cutting the same size. In these straight cuts, you can use the same technique. Here only, blunt one model here because your hair is short, Blunt straight one haircut, design. Here the length of the whole hair is all equal length. Blunt because it will be the same size. Straight blunt haircut. I'm doing the design. Right side, one with the hair point I cut before. Our guide is the same size. Our customer after cutting. I tilt the head of our model to the slightly front part and use my comb as a ruler. One with the hair size I cut before. I say equal here by using my comb as a ruler. I comb the natural fall of the hair correctly without any mistakes. In the same way as the hair point I appeared. I continue my cut by equalizing. I'm asking you here. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Your thoughts too. I would be very pleased if you specify in the comments section of my video. Yes, after cutting the back. We go to the left side of our customer. Guinea head of our customer. Tilting to the right. After bending, behind the ear, before you get over the ear bulge, I divided it into the middle of the ear as you can see, and some behind the ear. I equalized the hair length on the back there, and the next one above the ear as you can see in the front. Here we equate the ear bulge, and we make one straight cut. If you scan it directly without calculating the ear bulge, and if you cut it straight, when you blow dry, when it dries, the protrusion of the ear appears, and the straight one cut does not appear, and please the height of the ear to the top. Prevents hair from being straight at the bottom. So from the middle, right at ear level, to the back of your ear, you take one hair apart and straight from that hair. From the guide we have determined on the back, we cut our hair, and the rest in the front. We equalize the hair from there. And the same in the second level. From the hair point, we cut a donut. We cut it in line. Our customer's hair, stance, angle is very important here. We don't cut straight. We tilt our customer's hair a little and cut it like that. After cutting the left side, we go to the right again in the same way. Our customer's hair length without cutting the first. He light his head, a little according to the posture direction of the hair. We tilt And after tilting, just like I cut it on the left side, we continue our haircut here. Guinea, you are also like this one. Haircut. And if you want to have other haircut models, I have social media customs in the description part of my video. From here, by reaching me on social media addresses and coming to my hall. Haircut coloring, retouching keratin haircare, balayage haircut, and other hairdressing services. You can get service. You can come to my hall and get service. I'm working with appointment. Morning, 10, evening, 6. I can make an appointment between hours. Our place is in Beylikdüzü. After doing my contours here, on the right side and on the left side, I apply my contours and light hair on the front. I'll add some movement, so I'll do some folding on the front. Here while adjusting the front part. As you can see again from the forehead point of the hair 1, I'm creating a profile distinction. I'm dividing the hair in half. And here, from the eyebrow line, front part 1, forehead motif, by creating the distinction, i.e. triangle 1, I make a distinction. After creating this triangular separation, important feature of triangular separation, right and left T, from the section, because we got it from the eyebrow line, right side and left side. Part 2, intensely taking one way, the right side and the left side. Only from the front without emptying too much. From the part where your forehead is because we make one distinction from the section where the forehead is. The slightly beautiful one movement in the front. And my forager bangs are one point where we can fold. It's okay, I'm creating one nice distinction there too. I cut the right side of our customer. I pass the breadth of our customer I'm adjusting the angle here much better. And as you can see here, your hair is short. After remembering the short point. For cutting by determining my angle. I provide one nice transition from short to long. After cutting the right side, I go to the left side. The left side is the same. I get one guide from the hair point I cut before. And here in my comb, because it's numbered so suddenly. Like a ruler until 20. So when I measure what size I cut and take one click on the left side and get the same size. At the same time, I'm cutting from the same point as you can see, so we have created a millimetric 1 design here. It's neither short nor too long, I cut it in the same short. And that shortness too, Guinea the same way. One distinction from left to right. By creating, so I'm scanning. And I see the hair point and I keep cutting. You too with the join button of my channel. Well, I would be very pleased if you want to support my channel. Thanks to you, my channel is getting bigger every day. And we became a big family. Our 229,000 subscribers. So thanks to valuable people like you, our audiences, time is growing. People who don't subscribe to my video, 97-100 are watching. I request you,
when you watch my video. E, if you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. E, you will be informed of my new videos. You will watch my new videos without interruption. Friends, make sure to turn on the notification bell of my video. And T, be aware of my newly published videos. And when you subscribe to my channel, you are also aware of my other videos. And if you want to watch my other different videos, my channel. The video section is available from there. Video section. I have 757 videos. I have videos in many categories. You can watch them too. We have come to the end of our haircut, friends. Flat blonde, as you can see. E, right in the OMSI field without opening the neck too much. One. Sheet. We have created a haircut design. You are this style one. If you want to get a haircut, I'm in Beylikdüzü by contacting me on my social media addresses. Coming to my hall. Haircut from me. You can get coloring and other hairdressing services. I'm working on an appointment. I love you. Hope to see you. Take care of yourself.
Hello, friends. Bob haircut design that stands out for you today. I will explain in detail how to do this. We will divide the hair into two main sections. Our first distinction is profile separation. From the middle of two eyebrows to the neck. We call the distinction profile separation. After creating a profile separation, your hair is at shoulder level first. So I'm from the left. I created an E horizontal distinction. I cut my first chmond after creating the horizontal separation. Here E your neck E. And starting at the very beginning. Mackerel, sharpening cutting technique, that is, with a straight I made a distinction. Stroke. And E. Now, after cutting the left side, I went to the right side. The right side is the same, with straight scissor stroke between fingers, and sharp line cutting technique, so straight E with its blows E. I'm creating a fixed design. At the back, as you can see, the previous, following the hair point I cut. I'm creating burden, always the hair point we cut before. E as a guide. If you guide yourself, this too. E prevents you from making mistakes. As you can see here, E horizontal, diagonal, by creating distinctions, that is, because it stretches forward, by creating forward diagonal divisions. So yes, I keep cutting. Now I have divided it into the third level. After 3 separations you see, like the hair point we cut before. E guinea scanning backwards is straight. So I'm creating a cut. So here's her hair. Scanning backwards. I cut it straight. And following this in the same way. I cut by combing backwards. E guinea straight form. I continue. Here is a longer view from the back to the short front. We get. Here E the name of this design is fixed. So we can also call it a line. So at a fixed point, cut the hair. Towards the back, it can be short or long. When you make such a cut, the front of the hair is longer. The backs will be shorter. SO here. E forward E bob. So we can say lop because it's a long bob. E we can also say lop cut. E, yes, here, under the neck. Neither too short nor too long design, as you can see backwards here. E with sharpening exact technique. Scissors. E straight E. Somehow, scanning backwards, and between fingers. I scan. I create very clear and sharp lines. As you can see, I always follow my guide from behind. I mean, the hair point I cut before. I cut by following. Very clear. I'm going to give the hair a little texture here. From the peak. I make a diagonal distinction to the back, so I'm creating a cross distinction to the back here behind the ear. The right side of my client. I'm going to the left because you front of the hair. I will create floors here. E as a shortness in the front part of the floor. Cheeky by aligning your bones, that is, your cheekbones. E taking a guide, so the shortest. The section starts right from the most purposeful bones and down to 45-degree angles. I'm applying a folding process. You see here, guinea after cutting it at 45-degree angles. E like hair scrolling technique. Starting from the shortest hair point. I'm sending a very light move, and E after E. The ends of the hair by applying the pictus technique, softening. Now I cut the right side, then I went to the left side. I'm going to cut the left side, but what am I doing here? My customer's E hair later. I pass to your right, and after I pass to your right, my guide from the previous hair point I cut, taking guinea, with scrolling technique, from the shortest point, E point here, point cut. By applying the point cutting technique, I continue my folding process. After cutting here, form a triangle again from the top of the hair. I make a distinction, and I take a guide to myself from left and right. Here is the hair from the hair points I cut before. E, after getting the guide, I sync according to that guide, so the hair. Here is bob stretching forward. And we have created a layered design. Yes, here. E, you see, after creating a triangle separation from the peak point like E, I'm adjusting your shortness. This will be my guide. And starting from the back, I separate the hair slice by slice. And guide on this apex. As you can see by following there all over, I take a guide from a peak in each slice, and in accordance with this guide, applying point cutting technique, I'm synchronizing. That is, the length of the guide at the top. Somehow only one that tall. E, I'm scanning the point towards the front of the hair exit, and after seeing my sheath extension, applying point cutting technique, I continue the haircut, as you can see from both sides. After cutting the guinea from a peak, E, guinea the same way, and as I did in the front, E, I created a horizontal separation, a triangular form on the top, appeared, and I'm scanning this peak, and the hair point one cut before. So after determining the hair length, E same size point cutting technique, that is point, with cutting technique, E, I, cut, and. Then I continue to the back, by creating an E vertical separation again in the part of, and comb the hair in the direction of exit, and determining the hair from the shortest point on the peak, E and point, cutting technique, that is, with the point cutting technique, E. Now I continue my cutting, so let me give the hair texture here. I apply hair folding, neither too busy nor too little. After doing the folding process, E, then F-file, auger with scissors, starting from the front parts of the hair